Hello, students. Have you ever wondered how your body stays in constant motion, heals, and functions so seamlessly? Well, it's all thanks to something incredible: tissues. Just like a well coordinated team at work, tissues in our body work together, each one playing a crucial role to keep the system running smoothly. Imagine a team of workers, each assigned a specific task. That's exactly how tissues function in living organisms. Tissues are groups of similar cells that work together to perform specific functions. For example, in the human body, muscle tissues allow movement, while nerve tissues send signals throughout the body. This interconnected teamwork keeps you alive and functioning every day. Isn't it amazing how a group of cells can work together for one greater purpose? Now let's dive into the world of tissues and understand how these teams are the foundation of life. Now that we've seen how tissues act like teams of workers, let's look at the big picture. Their types in plants and animals. In animals, there are four main categories of tissues. Epithelial tissues form protective coverings, connective tissues provide support like bones and cartilage, muscular tissues help in movement, and nervous tissues coordinate actions through signals. In plants, the story is slightly different. Tissues are divided into two groups: meristematic tissues, which are responsible for growth, and permanent tissues, which take care of support and transport functions. For example, bones and cartilage in our body give structure, while in plants, xylem works like tiny water pipelines, carrying water from the roots upward. Think about your own skin for a moment. That's epithelial tissue in action, serving as a protective shield for your body. And when we talk about function, tissues like the nervous tissue make communication across the body lightning fast, while meristematic tissues ensure plants keep growing taller and stronger. So whether in humans or in plants, tissues are perfectly designed teams, each with their own specialty. Now, let's shift gears and talk about plant tissues. Just like animals, plants also have specialized tissues that help them grow and survive. Plants have two main categories of tissues: meristematic and permanent. Meristematic tissues are like the growth factories in plants, found in areas like the tips of roots and shoots. These cells are responsible for the plant's growth. Once these cells differentiate, they become permanent tissues such as xylem and phloem. The xylem transports water from the roots to the leaves, while the phloem carries the food produced in the leaves to other parts of the plant. It's a continuous cycle of life-sustaining activity. Imagine the xylem and phloem like highways, constantly moving essential substances throughout the plant. Speaking of xylem and phloem, let's take a closer look at how they function. The xylem, a type of permanent tissue, is like the plant's water supply system. It carries water and minerals from the roots to the rest of the plant. The phloem, on the other hand, acts like the plant's food delivery system, moving sugars produced in the leaves to other parts of the plant for growth and storage. In the lab, if you observe the structure of plant stems, you'll see how these tissues are arranged in bundles, forming the vascular system of plants. This cooperation between xylem and phloem is vital to keeping the plant alive, healthy, and growing. Isn't it fascinating how these tissues work together just like a supply chain? Now let's see how tissues actually work together, because no tissue can function alone. In animals, muscles and nerves form a perfect partnership. The muscles provide the movement, while the nervous system coordinates and controls every action. For example, when you run, it's your muscles that move your legs, but it's your nerves that signal when and how to move. In plants, a similar teamwork exists. Xylem carries water upward and phloem transports food, but both depend on meristematic tissues to keep the plant growing and strong. Even within a single plant, tissues coordinate beautifully. The roots absorb water, and the leaves prepare food, but only by working together can the plant survive. And if we zoom out to nature, Tissues even help organisms adapt to their surroundings. Think of desert plants. Specialized tissues store water so they can survive long dry periods. So, tissues may be specialized, but their true power lies in how they collaborate and depend on each other. So, let's bring everything together. We've learned that tissues are specialized groups of cells, each performing its own role, but all working in harmony to keep the organism alive and well. In both plants and animals, tissues don't act alone. They form intricate networks that make movement, transport, and growth possible. Think of your own body as a perfectly coordinated team. Your muscles move, your nerves guide, your blood transports, and your skin protects. Every tissue plays its part to keep you healthy. And here's the important reminder: if even one tissue is damaged, like a muscle strain in humans or a blocked phloem in plants, the whole system begins to suffer. On a bigger scale, tissues are the very foundation of life's organization.